Alright, the stream is live. I am here. I started today on the title screen so that we could all see that little moth opening loading screen. The Descent, that is the continued chapter here. Oh yeah, the moths collected to alight. In terms of the title of my video today, it's a nice connection, I thought. The Pharaoh from the original Yu-Gi-Oh!, which I still have to finish, his catchphrase from the opening scene is, "It's time to duel." He doesn't say it like that. However, the actual video, it kind of like chops and cuts it. It's like a DJ thing. And then Jaden Yuki from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, his catchphrase, one of them was, "Time to get my game on." And I intend to rise to the occasion today. Maybe even surpass. Though, I'm not sure if I am there yet. However, it dawns on me that I already actually might be. Hey Joker. I am doing good. Continuing The Last of Us today. How are you? I'm going to zip up a pouch here, 1 second. Alright. Here I am. And another quote I was thinking about using as the title is this one from My Hero Academia. It was about Tomura Shigaraki. It was, freed from the shackles of humanity, his power grows. It was an interesting connection. YouTube and its AI actually might have compared me to him once. Though in this case, I am a her. Alright, so the stream last time, it started... Well, today I am starting off where it ended last time, which was the entering of a WLF facility. Oh baby, I am pumped, and I think Abby is feeling my energy. Energicia. There was this old Yu-Gi-Oh card actually. It was like it was a green hand. Maybe it had red nails, but it was gripping like this orb, and on the orb there was a symbol. This card might have been called Dark Energy. In the actual Yu-Gi-Oh game, it might not have been that great of a card, but it was one of the originals, and the imagery is quite impactful.
Hey.
Hi. Oh, there is some dialogue here. Someone wants to talk.
You still clearing this place?
Yep. One floor at a time.
Still got supplies in there?
Oh, for sure. Lots of floors we still need to hit.
Okay. Good luck.
Ah, the WLF. They lived the life too, scavenging for supplies. It is a shared experience of the time and era. It is a sign of the times. Oh my gosh, that person is sharpening their knife so ominously. I once knew this person. His name was Stephen Fagan. He was really into sharpening knives. Oh, I think my mom sharpens knives too. But the ones she uses are like giant butcher knives. She used to for cooking. It is a style that is quite Goliathan, I suppose. These days, it might be more plug and play. I was watching Ridiculousness, and they were joking, like about how Rob Dyrdek's fridge breaks, and he might just buy a new house. The same might apply with buying a new knife. However, there are methods that can actually extend the use of one. In The Last of Us Part 2, there is even an option. It is the melee upgrade. I'm not sure sharpening is actually used in this, but somehow the durability is extended. It might be through the application of nails to a bat, etc. Here is a coin. Missouri. It looks like there's a bird on it. And there are some leaves, some foliage. Missouri. I'm not sure something comes to mind. For Mississippi, there's the one Mississippi, two Mississippi, but for Missouri, I am aware that it is a southern state. Missouri. I think some people call it Missouri. It might be a local dialect. Missouri. Hey, Joker. Last time you explained what Ramadan was, but that's what I said earlier in the video. It's all good, you know. It's more of a trivial matter, but I deserve the credit on that one. Check. My extended family is actually Islamic. Though, they are not saints by any imagination. They ostracized me. And to be honest, a long time ago, they ostracized my parents. But recently, they've been, I don't know what they've been trying to do. Some of them have been trying to connect. I am full on beer bottles / bricks. Alright, time to enter.
Hey.
Abby. They got you out here too?
Yeah, what a haul. I need some medical supplies. Can you keep me warm some?
Abby, just checked in with Isaac. He wants you back at the farm.
Let me talk to Isaac.
Talk to him in person.
Isaac wants me?
Back to the next shift.
Zing!
What are you doing?
She's been AWOL since yesterday.
No!
Give me your hands.
Are they arresting me right now? Oh my gosh. What about Liv? I left her. I told her I would be back.
Hey! Hey! Let me the fuck out!
You're gonna dislocate your shoulder. I never thought I'd see you on Isaac's bedside. You find the one at the aquarium? I talked to Manny.
I need some medical supplies.
Why? What happened to him?
Compartment syndrome. Bashed forearm.
You're not treating him, are you?
Compartment syndrome.
We're on the wayside.
That is the name.
Jesus. Most of these supplies have been packed and shipped already.
What?
We haven't put out the lower floors yet.
Will they have what I need?
Yeah, probably, but it's rough down there.
Disarray?
You get caught. I had nothing to do with this.
Of course.
Alright, come on.
Nora is a good person in this case.
Yeah. Fine.
She was so fucked up after Isaac talked to her.
Isaac talked to her?
After he found out you left base, Isaac interrogated all of us. It was rough on her.
Did anyone talk?
No.
Isaac. He's so... Gun ready. He's such a trigger finger, but it seems with that torture stuff. I knew someone once. Their name was Clint. And they were kind of like Nora here. They helped me out by revealing a key piece of information about my past that I had not been privy to. But then they said, if I, spill the beans about it, they're not gonna come forward about telling me. They might have been like a Nora figure here. I was wondering whether they're actually a good or bad person. They might be a good person, but they might not be able to escape whatever structure it is that, they belong to. Which might be like a group of like high school weebs, wrestling jock people. Alright. It is good that I have my supplies, though. I am not naked. Metaphorically speaking. Some say we are already naked.
Nora,
Where are you two going?
you grab Abby. Boat's ready to head out.
Well, I still got boxes on the 3rd floor. Can you two bring them first?
Boat's pretty full.
Come on, I don't want to be here all day.
Fine.
Thanks. They're gone.
Whoa.
Okay.
Always.
Well, Manny's been worried sick about you.
You know I'm here?
Everybody will soon. So what's Owen's plan once Mel gets out on him?
He's been talking about Santa Barbara.
He knows that's all bullshit, right? I feel so bad for Mel.
Yeah. Me too.
This Nora might be better than that person I mentioned previous. Nora is taking like 2 steps to help me rather than the one. However, the 1 step might actually be sufficient. Also, it depends. I might be able to go the rest of the way. In terms of my personal situation, my sitch, I was unsure whether to say situation or sitch there, so it was like there was a bit of a crackle, like the crackle from Rice Krispies.
Hold on. All clear. All right. These floors have the ICU, the trauma center, and a few social groups.
Sounds perfect.
There's a reason we haven't touched this area yet. It was ground zero for the whole city, where they brought the first infected before anyone knew better. It's gonna be overgrown to shit.
Awesome.
That was a big area I just passed by. Maybe I should check it out. So far, it seems the area is kind of barren of supplies. But... Ah, there's a coin. Collectible. Washington. Wow. This is where Seattle is. Seattle, it might not need as much of an introduction as it once did. Once, it was like the home of Twilight, Edward Pattinson, and Kristen Stewart. But now it is like the home of Amazon and other big companies. Especially tech. I think either Microsoft or Google is there. And the one that is not might be in California. Google is probably in California, right? But Google probably has like headquarters everywhere. So it's probably Microsoft that is in Seattle. When I picked up that coin and I thought of Seattle, Seattle is inside Washington, but it was almost as if Seattle was bigger than Washington State. It hints at an ongoing motif, like in that picture of the Empress that I saw at the Chinese restaurant. The inward and outward nature and outbound, inbound nature of elements, entities, and objects. Washington is probably named after George Washington. It's possible it is named after another Washington, though. A lot of the times that happens. George Washington happens to be one of the household names of the Washington Guild.
Good idea.
There is also a black person named George Washington Carver. I think he invented peanut butter. Oh, baby. I'm defrosting 2 Angus frozen cheeseburgers at the moment. I might eat those later. Ooh. Oncology Center. It's like The Last of Us Part 1. But there's probably a lot of oncology centers like everywhere.
May your survival be long.
May my death be swift.
See you back at base. Soon, I hope.
Yeah.
Whoa. The way she rubbed my arm there, it was so sweet. Nora! The oncology center. Let's see. This is Lake Hill, Seattle Hospital. Ah, that sign is the same sign in the upgrade tree for health. This one has a cross in the center though. It's like a cross within a cross. It's like a Russian nesting doll. Or as many associate the idea with these days, Inception, the movie. Atrium. A big spot, probably.
Okay. Surgery, trauma, ICU. Let's do this.
I'm wondering if I would have to take out WLF members. There's a skull. This, however, is not your theater production of Hamlet. Someone died here. Multiple people. It harkens back to earlier when I was like, some say we are already naked. However, I'm not sure if that is the case yet, or if it is the case in all situations. Jakey, I don't think I'm going to make it home. I'd give anything to be with you and Susie right now. I'm hiding with a few of my colleagues. The door is barricaded and those things are on the other side. Things were way worse than we thought. I'm pretty sure no one is coming for us, at least not in time to save us. I hope one day this note will get to you. I hope you and Susie will remember me. I love you both so much. Scott.
I had no idea what they were up against.
These doctors, they were woefully unprepared for the incoming hordes of zombitches. Oh, wow. That may also reference the recent pandemic situation.
This doesn't look so bad.
Fun fact about the pandemic situation, though, Bill Gates was talking about it like years and years before it happened.
Of course it's blocked. That'd be too easy. Okay, trauma surgery then.
The intensive care unit. Alright. I am supposing I drop down this ledge. On the flip side, though, I have seen Bill Gates donate to the wrong cause. Also,
ER. Trauma center's gotta be in there.
so he still misses his shots, and if you relate it to like a shooting gun kind of way, except these days, a missed shot by Bill Gates is like thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm the last of my squad. Everyone else that came down here with me is dead. We secured most of the doors, but some were out of reach due to the overwhelming force of the infected patients. We didn't anticipate this kind of resistance. I thought they were sick and weak. I didn't think I'd see them rip my men apart. I have several bites on my arm and leg. I'm going to take a few more of these fuckers out until I get to my last few bullets. Then I'll go join my squad. If you find this, know that you will need to send more soldiers to fully secure this area. Although, hopefully, you blew up this building to Kingdom Come, and you weren't dumb enough to try and contain this thing. Good luck, assholes.
You fought the good fight.
Abby liked that one. I was also practicing one of my womananity. It is interesting because Bill Gates saw the pandemic coming, but I once saw an interview of him with Steve Jobs, and he lauded a lot of praise on Steve Jobs in particular for the ability of foresight. It relates to omniscience. Alright, so I might as well get more practice in. Are they really going back in there today? Every time only half a squad returns. We've lost the lab. It's time to call it. Also, sorry for passing notes like we're in high school. I just don't trust these soldiers listening in. I have no idea what's going on. Why don't they get us out of here? They keep saying evac is going to happen as soon as they make sure the building can be contained. I mean, are they seeing or hearing what's going on down there? we've lost it. I think it's not about containment. I think it's about protecting the data of the research. We need to get out of here. Our friends might still be alive down there. You've seen what those things do. No one could have survived it. Not for this long. It sucks, but they're dead. This one seems quite grounded. What are you suggesting? I see Scott fighting with the soldiers. He's more than fed up. We get him and look for a way out. Let's give it one more day. See what these new soldiers can do. One day. Then we act. Thanks. Resident Evil Outbreak. That was my first foray into the Resident Evil genre. It was fun. It wasn't like a third person or a first person shooter. It was like a top to bottom, top down action shooter. I'm not sure I finished it though. I might have finished at least the first scenario. I did finish Resident Evil 4. However, it was good. I got to a point, but my brother Jang, he ended up commandeering it. I think afterward you get to play as Ada Wong. Oh my gosh. That would have been so good. So good. Maybe. I'm not sure or too familiar with Ada Wong. Or like as familiar with Ada Wong as I am with Leon Kennedy. It was actually my cousin who is he's kind of extreme Islamic. That was where I initially found out about Resident Evil 4. I'd heard about it before, but it is possible that might have been the one thing. When he's like in person and around though, he might be kind of a bully. Fedra. Ah. These jumpsuits, they look like AIM research jumpsuits from Marvel. And there are spores. Caution 2? Caution 3? And there was like a metallic slab door also. In dire situations, it seems to be required to shake the flashlight. It does feel like it increases tension. Tension. XXX. Tentacion. I have not heard Tentacion's music, but I think I heard it once at an awards show. It sounded kind of nice. At least the one that they played. It was kind of like relaxing hip-hop, or new age hip-hop.
Come on, give me something.
Like relaxing electronic hip-hop.
There has to be something around here.
Oh my gosh, Liv has been waiting the whole time for me? Ooh, flamethrower ammo. Let me ready up my gear. I actually could go crossbow here, I think. Most heavily armored, though, is the semi-automatic bolt-action rifle. Ooh, incendiary shells? Ooh, what a delight. There's a backside to this? Oh my gosh, it looks like someone kind of documented the first-hand experience of them transforming into a zombie. Their name is Don Carter. To whom it may concern, you cannot treat us like this. I understand that many people are sick, but getting shoved in here and separated from my wife is unacceptable. I've been sitting here for over 3 hours without an update. The doctor put some ointment on my bite mark and then vanished. This thing hurts and seems to be getting worse. Please deliver this note to supervisor immediately. Sincerely, Don Carter. Well, Don Carter sounded so cool. But next thing you know, woke up starving, but can't keep anything down. Not even water. My head is fucking pounding. The screaming outside doesn't help. Why did you lock me in here? Someone needs to come. I want to see Sasha. I want my wife. Sasha. Help. Can't keep my thoughts barely right. This can't sleep too hungry. Get me out. Hungry. Eyes hurt.
What the fuck did I walk into?
Wow. That was some that was some Shakespearean stuff that just went down there. All right, let's see. I trust that if Abby cannot open this door, it might be reasonable to look for another way. Ambulance, drop off, and check-in.
Fuck is that? Guess it's down to the surgery suites.
That sounded like a giant rumbling stomach. It might be a bloater. It also relates to what Don Carter was talking about earlier. He was becoming so hungry.
Surgery. Great. I hear you.
It's a zombie. But they sounded kind of like a baby eel. There is more than one. And it looks like there's some this way too. Needs power. Oh my days. Once the power comes on, they might come out. This one was waiting in the walls. Ah. It is interesting. There's a connection between deities and perhaps the objects which they personify. Like in Pirates of the Caribbean, Will Turner and Davy Jones and their whole crew, the Flying Dutchman crew, they kind of started becoming like one with the ocean, maybe even its inhabitants. I think I took a photo recently, and it was like a portrait on TikTok, and it looked like I was becoming one with, I'm not sure, some kind of like cosmic energy, but it also looked like similar to like foliage. Oh, and also in Bleach, one of his ultimate forms, Ichigo, his hand became bonded with his metallic sword. I think in Iron Man also, there was one episode in Iron Man 3 where he put metal pieces inside of his arm, but it would allow his suit to fly to his arm. It is, it might be one of the hallmarks of like the themes of gods and monsters. But maybe not. In this case, though, it might be. Actually, so maybe. Oh, yeah. In the photo I had taken of myself, it might have actually been the makeup I had on at the time. And it got to a point where it was like, we are one. Maybe. Kayla Higashi, MD. Does that sound Japanese? Steven, I can't keep doing this. I know I am just supposed to run the test and log the data, but I can't handle this much pain. I escorted some soldiers to the trauma. I wasn't supposed to go in there. I've seen what the patients turn into. Every single adult and child that is brought in here with a bite or a scratch is going to lose their mind, and we keep lying to them. I asked to go home and was told I need to keep going. Some bullshit about national security. They offered me an office to get some sleep if I want to. Oh, wait, let's see here. Steven, you need to get me out of this. I'm going to have a mental breakdown.
It sounds like they're still crawling around in there.
That was Kayla Higashi. Kayla's kind of a nice name. I knew a Kayla once. It's kind of similar to my name, actually. I'm not sure that Kayla was much of a fan of me, though. Or maybe they were. I think they were best friends with my next door neighbor at the time. Oh, but there is another aspect. In my mobile game, my Marvel Strike Force mobile game, I use the name Kyla.
Had to try. Where do these cables go?
Because one of my names in my Chinese name is actually Kai. Ah, up here. That was Abby.
Here. Or Manny. Yeah, Manny would be great.
She gave me the tip to look for where those cords would lead to. Abby was thinking about Manny. Manny, is he? Oh, his name means like man, right? It's an adjective. I have so many supplies. I think I should upgrade the hunter's pistol. The damage is already particularly high, but I think I will secure that aspect for now. Damage replaces the barrel to fire more powerful shots. 80 supplies, plus 25% damage. I am thinking of getting another aspect on the hunting pistol. Getting only the damage at this point, it's not actually cheap. It's good long term, but it might like kind of feel cheap. However, I think I will go with the stability. Replace the pistol grip to decrease weapon sway. Plus 25% accuracy, plus 35% stability. It is kind of something that came up when I was younger, like a cheap shot. There's not much honor in doing a cheap shot or like a cheap move when you're playing sports and games. However, those are actually vital in my journey of like playing esports and gaming and stuff, and even like the outer rims of my experience in life. The cheap stuff might actually be required. Like if you watch professional Call of Duty players, they're all like very high level at camping and stuff. Whoa, the hunting pistol. Reminds me of Red Dead Redemption 2. It is time to upgrade the military pistol, maybe. Or the semi-auto rifle. Oh, burst fire. Maybe not. I started off upgrading the military pistol to kind of parallel my experience playing with Ellie, because that's what I started upgrading, the sidearm pistol. But it looks like this might be an optimal moment to differentiate a little bit and go with the stability on the semi-auto rifle. Stability. Add weight to the stock to decrease weapon sway. Plus 35% stability. Ah, shiny and sleek. So fresh and so clean, clean. Oh, there's some asshole actually, some scum. His name was Ninja V2. During my last broadcast, he messaged me in the middle of my broadcast. It appeared as like a black bar probably on the cast, but he said very pretty, and it was a good compliment, and it felt good. But afterward, he started spewing hate speech and discrimination and transphobia. And I was talking to him at first. I gave him 3 strikes, and he struck out quick. I was explaining it to him, and he was like, "Oh, I understand." However, he was not. I ended up ramming into him and kind of debating him. I was a varsity debater, actually. And I ended up surpassing all the debaters in my class at the time. And eventually. I ended up by blocking him, though. That guy was probably not going to be contributing positive. That ninja guy. Ninja V2. Alright. Time to hit up the generator.
Here goes.
This is... We have a power! Aha! Alright. And I will cheers to that. And I'll grab a water. Be right back. Alright, I have returned. Earlier I was talking about Bleach, and one of the most evident things I noticed when I first started watching the show a long time ago was the prominence of the swastika symbol. So I eventually realized, and I kind of came to terms with, that Bleach was like, it's like a Nazi show, and they don't really beat around the bush about it. But I have not watched the new Bleach, but I watched the old Bleach, and I actually did learn stuff. The technology within the show, it might actually be able to cross boundaries of ideals. Like, there was this one time my father, he called me nothing. But then I eventually realized that it was like a point in Bleach where somebody thought Ichigo was so low that they could not really even sense his power level. But in reality, Ichigo was actually so high and had already surpassed so like above that person's perception that they were like off the radar. And I realized that this is what had happened. Like, I had surpassed my father, and my dad, he's not one to like willy-nilly give up his power and stuff. So he was like doing cheap shots and stuff. But I am secure in that, or more secure now. It's kind of rough too, because like when it comes from a parent. So in that case, I was actually more everything. In terms of the new Bleach, I was thinking if they have it on Toonami, I might catch it, but I did not want to like start it because I'm more wary of the philosophies and how they might belong to like an extreme ideal group. So basically I did not want to start it off the bat with no recourse to finishing it. Like, if the show goes up to a point, basically it'd be like safer to view and, you know, like be able to process and like sift through. It says needs power, but I turned on the power. Oh, and I might not be able to get back over that post, that divot. Oh, here we go. Aha! The power, it spreads! Yeah, Bleach is my brother Jiang's. It's his favorite anime. It's like edgy and stuff. You got like skulls, and the skulls are different forms and power. I was watching One Piece, and I was thinking One Piece might be on the other side of the fence. Like, they seem to have like working class values, and like it's about like a band of like straw hat, like poor pirates who are like also among the most powerful beings in like the world. They are out of their cage. Oh, and then there is tipping the hat to Dragon Ball Z and that stuff. That is like classic Chinese philosophy meets new age Japanese anime, right? Do they see me? I have shivs.
That should make things easier. And where the fuck are these medical supplies?
I also saw like the Monkey King. His name Son Wukong. In Japanese, I think it's Son Goku. And like I saw him in Naruto also. And I think he was in One Piece. And they have like dragons and stuff in One Piece. They kind of tease the dragons and stuff, but I think in literature, dragons are a reference to China. That's why back in the day they had like fairy tales about killing dragons. However, there is the great, or I'm not sure if he's great. I read The Hobbit, and I like The Hobbit. I think J.R.R. Tolkien, however, he was he was like a British person who actually was good to Asian people in his fantasy. Especially like Chinese dragons and all. I'm not even sure there are dragons. But there are different like races and species. Son of a bitch!
Stop doing that!
It is when you combine and you build the bridges that you receive technologies like deep fried sushi roll. So hard to come by. Surgery room? it also requires, I think, a high level chef skill for someone to like make a good deep fried sushi roll.
Let's see what you got.
It is empty. Blast.
Please let there be an ambulance in the garage.
This place has been picked clean by the WLF. I think, oh, it was nice because I watched Dragon Ball GT when I was younger, and I think in that show, it was the original series creator. He took it back to the roots of like Chinese mythology. But then they eventually nixed that. However, it's also cool because like you still learn stuff in the new Dragon Ball Super. It was nice because I bought the Dragon Ball GT in China, or my dad did for me. It was basically me buying it. The silencer, it might come in handy here. Unless it was a gift. That's cool too. Treasured memory. Watching Dragon Ball GT. I watched it in like the Chinese dubbed version. I heard there was like a Seven Deadly Sins show. I started watching it. I was introduced to it by someone in college, but that person was bad news. He abused me sexually. So, the memory of that show is tied to that. But I think Netflix, they kind of started creating like American anime. I think some anime are like American. I think I saw Blade Runner Black Lotus. They started playing it on Toonami, but they took it down. I was getting into that. I think that might have been some pretty high caliber anime. That wasn't like a... it was Japanese related, and they did a lot of honoring Japanese anime tradition. But it was like, it wasn't Japanese hand created. Other than that, there's stuff like The Simpsons. That's like American animation. Wow, that hole, it looks so appealing. I kind of wanted to squeeze through it. But not today. It might have to do with like uteral stuff, but it might not. It could be like a mouth also.
Fuck did this?
Plus, I'm not sure it is too healthy to re-squeeze into the uteral. But then again, maybe certain technologies,
Get the shit and get out of here.
they incorporate the design of like a uterus, and those might be like safe to use, I suppose. I'm guessing. Or like an intestinal tract. Netflix is expensive. Ugh. And then for years, like, I knew of like rich people who would share a single Netflix account among multiple rich people. Oh my gosh, the rich get richer. And then, like, I didn't do it because there was, like, dishonor, right? But there was this one time I tried to do it because I kind of wanted to watch something. And then they had just integrated, like, IP address monitoring. So it was, like, it might have been on Hulu. But it's all good. Basically, I passed the test. And then I got slapped at the end on the buttocks.
Thank God.
Oh, more like, ooh. I was doing a demonstration. I don't have much experience, I suppose, of slapping on the buttocks, but there's like, it's not as easy to like do a delightful buttock slap. But that was what I was going for. More on the second one.
Get rid of this ring.
Yeah, aha! I have found it. Oh, it's that gurgling I heard from earlier. What? Speaking of Resident Evil, there is a mega cordyceps zombie here. I am gunning for it. No! Fire axe. Use the axe. Take on me. Oh my gosh. I'm about to fight this thing? Are you serious? Take me on. Bombs away. Press R1 to quickly swap weapons. Oh, they are separating.
Both of you!
Oh my gosh, that little one's around. A rascal.
I'm not dying here!
You heard it here first, folks. Abby. Not today. Are they all down?
Good riddance. There's gotta be a way out of here.
Ah, up in flames, up in smoke. It is like a bonfire. Ah. Oh. I am so glad that they went down there. I was swapping weapons. I was kind of getting low. I emptied like the rifle into him. I emptied the pistol into him, the hunter's pistol, and then I whipped out the flamethrower. Ah, nice. Oh, but the flamethrower is actually not empty. All right. That thing, it was colossal. Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
Still alive.
Oh, they're still making noises. It's not. Oh, this harkens back to also what I was talking about with like the blending earlier. However, this might actually, it might be a state to avoid potentially. However, I think in Bleach, like the hollows at the bottom of the nether realm, they kind of use like a similar tactic to like climb a ladder, and it kind of like shows like right, I suppose like this is order in the chaos, but it is monstrous. Abby is panting. That was a battle. since I upgraded that hunter's pistol earlier, the damage output, I think it could be measured actually. It could be seen. I was thinking earlier I might be able to get a med kit around here. Scoop! Whoa. When you think about Bleach and how Hollows use a similar form to complete their aims in the Netherworld, it makes you think about society and the dregs at the bottom, or the metaphorical bottom of society. Whoa. So, maybe it is not a open and shut case that this is actually a monster. This was people doing their best to attempt to achieve, like, maybe some form of potential. But also, the monster aspect is significant. And in terms of like Resident Evil goggles, you know what? Those zombies, they did their due diligence. Maybe you're kind of rough, the way things ended up. Oh, 100 is the maximum for the flamethrower at the moment? At least? I see, I see. Alright, looks like I might be rocking a flamethrower here then. Flamethrower in the shotgun. Rakashata. When the battle first began, I just, I like threw those stun bombs at you, those pipe bombs. There was something earlier. I built some more bombs, but there was like another supply that I skipped over earlier. It was so rough. That person I was talking about earlier, Ninja V2, alright. He was like, he was being discriminatory toward me, like messaging me yesterday, but he was also like trying to tell me to like dress sexy. In the context, after I say it out loud, he was probably doing it in, or they were probably doing it in more of like a chauvinist way. Like a machismo way. But I have been thinking similarly, like, you know, once I like get some confidence, maybe, or something. Yeah, after a while, I'm like, I'm progressing my beauty and all. Oh, but like, I'm not sure. I think there's a term that is used by gamer. They're like the old guard gamers. It's called skimpy. Like, skimpy style. I would, I don't know. I think I would like that. I think that might still be down the line, though. I have, like, this roadmap. I didn't pick up the supply, but I did give the space another once over. Alright, time to... Wait, maybe it was in here. Alright, maybe not. However, time to go forward, maybe? Yes. Maybe not. Because now, because I know about the supply, it might be like leaving it behind. I'll give it another once over. There's a rags, I have those. Here it is. Ah. Swipe. Alright. Now I can move on with like more ease. It would have been more ease either way, I suppose. Because, like, giving it another once-over... There is a point, though, where, like... it might be to move on. From a certain point. Or not do too many roundabouts.
Great.
I am gonna take a look at this zombie again. Alright. Onward. Abby was panting, that was a battle. I was doing some bathing, sanctifying. It was baptismal. This one might have come off the body of that bigger one, the Colossal. The Colossus? Colossal is also a thing, especially in Hearthstone these days. Oh my gosh. This guy was part of the Colossus. This guy a girl. And then I think they have their own like individual potential there. But they were like, I am not going down with this ship. That seems to be what is denoted by this situation. Oh, they went down? Ah, the afterburn. The afterburn! Oh my god. It is the dark side of the afterglow. Maybe. This one seems to be at ease, however. They're even splayed out like an angel. Or like a crucifixion. Ah. Oh, well. Skeleton. A model. They have these in classrooms. Damn. That Ninja V2 guy was so bad. However, I have been getting a lot of like hate speech and discrimination. Even though I don't really expose myself and go out much these days, I still experience hardships. Ones that I was talking about that might be experienced by a lot of transgender and LGBTQ people. And also, to be honest, every single marginalized person or group. However, I ended up putting that Ninja V2 person in the dirt. It got to the point where they were confessing their love to me. It was toxic love. I told them to take it back. But I think it was because it was the phenomenon where they could not fully grasp what was happening, so they began to see the lights. By the lights, I mean see me as like some kind of deity.
Okay.
And then I blocked them. They were like way past 3 strikes at that point. Oh, as they should have, to be honest.
Nobody's ever gonna believe that shit.
No one's ever gonna believe that shit? That's what Abby just said. I do have the proof, except it gets deleted because I blocked them. However, I believe it. Hawaii. There's some kind of a bird. I was thinking peacock? Egret? There's also a flower kind of opening itself up. Hawaii. This is where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is from. And also Keanu Reeves. It is why in a lot of cases, there was this one time recently I was on YouTube and I saw someone, they were using their Christian tech to attempt to trap people. I scolded them and I rejected whatever they were preaching. There was this one time, however. Ooh, I'm out in the open. There was one Christian person. And he was kind of smart. He was like, I was always accelerated, so I was always like one level above him, and then they'd reach the level and I'd be like another level. Oh, I was like the Goku to their Vegeta. But they were like a Christian, and I was like, I went to church with them and I was learning. I did like a world tour of like religion, or like microscopic style a while back. But there's this one point where they saved me. But they acted like a dick and like a douchebag to do it. And I think that was more for their protection. Because by acting like a dick and a douchebag, the surrounding Christians, like their sensors would not be like raised. But they basically like, they were like, no, don't. And then they slapped away the crackers and like the juice and stuff. And then so like, you know, I did not have to intake the metaphorical cordyceps in that case. And at the time I was like, what? Oh yeah, they just don't want me here. But in time I realized like, this guy, he was smart. I knew he was. Like Vegeta, a lot of the times he's like, he can power up to the same level as Goku. But this guy was like, save yourself, basically. When I was looking back in hindsight. And like, to now, so. I'm gonna drink the rest of this water bottle to that. And like, yeah. And I'll grab more water and I'll be right back. Ah, so much blessed water, and still so thirsty. I'm paraphrasing, but that was a line from like Viego from League of Legends. Ah, speaking of water, I will let this drizzle on my head. The Last of Us. Yeah. I've been dropping bombs on philosophy and like meaning here. But, you know, references, they're all over the place. An eclectic knowledge base. One of them being the cordyceps concept of The Last of Us. Live!
They're all looking for you. What did you do? Nothing. I told you to stay put. I couldn't. Your friends are all over the place. Did you get the stuff? Yeah. I was just getting the hell out of here. Hey. Oh, wait.
So that I may live. She is eternal, Karen. Well, I like that pose though. I was doing it earlier, or like I was integrating it in like a set of forms.
Hey, Alice. Feeling better? It's okay. Yeah, see?
Well done. You can go see her now if you want.
Oh, the surgery is over?
Yeah, actually.
Yara.
They're just kids.
No.
What happened to us?
Maybe we stop looking for the light.
Maybe.
Damn. These two became complacent with the darkness?
I'm gonna go check on the girl.
Okay.
Ah, that is some good plucking right there. On that musical. That musical melody. Oh no! Oh my gosh. That sucks for Yara. It's rough. Words might not do it justice at the point. Also, earlier, Abby was talking about how no one would believe that, but it actually perfectly paralleled my story. She was referencing, in this case, her encounter with that Colossus. And she was also referencing my recent battle with a bigot. And how they kind of like ended up bowing to me. However, in both cases, I was witness. And I was more. Whoa. Also, I like... Oh. Oh, wait. For a second there. Ah. I thought I had like a nice booty. Still good. Is this another dream? So often, Abby and Ellie are connected to this spot. Wow. The fireflies. It kind of looks like a cross, right? The firefly sign. I see. If you cannot escape, you kind of become washed with this symbol. Seattle Day 3. She saw her dad though. Ooh, that was a good one. Oh my gosh. Was it a false promise? Or was it was a real promise? But it might not last.
Owen? Just me. What are you still doing? I was changing her benches. Can't believe she's on her feet already. Scars are tough. What are they fighting about? Love doesn't leave Seattle. Owen invited them to come to Santa Barbara. That is very Owen. I figured you'd have talked him out of going by now. Actually, I'm going with them. But not if you come.
Mel.
What? He may fall for the act with these kids, but I don't. There's nothing to fall for.
Isaac's top scar killer suddenly had a change of heart. Nothing to do with Owen. Right.
haven't always done the right thing.
You're a piece of shit, Abby.
Oh, that's Owen's baby?
You always have.
I had to, Mel.
I'm done with you. You want to do right by these kids? Get out of their lives before you screw them over too.
Abby?
Nice shirt. Are you...
A tiara.
You okay? How's your arm? It's better than it was this morning. But I've come around. You will. Do you mind helping me look for him? He's pretty worked up. We ran out this way.
Oh, this is nice. You know what? Taking this in for like a minute, a minute or two. I knew someone recently, and they referenced a line from The Simpsons. It was that life is kind of like a buffet, and you can kind of like pick and choose what you want to eat. You can eat what you like. You can eat for value. You can go into the game plan. And then there are different kinds of buffets also. Like some buffets I go to, you come out satisfied. Some buffets I go to, you try different things, and it's never quite satisfying. Maybe not never, but like I went to this one sushi buffet 3 times, and each time I tried like a different strategy, and it was not satisfying. It was good though. There was another sushi buffet I went to before that. It closed down. That place, it was satisfying. But then even the buffet is an aspect that is like within life, yet somehow it is used to describe like without. It is similar to like, it's like once you escape like one religion, it's suddenly like there's like Buddhism. I think that like encapsulates a lot of it. But then even in Buddhism, there's the idea of like simultaneously being within and without. So it might actually be encouraged by Buddhism to not do Buddhism. But also, it's there if you need it or want it. However, I think the societies and the industries that have been created around Buddhism, they might be as filthy as a lot of state-run religions.
Lev! Lev! Come back here, please!
Why doesn't Lev want to go to Santa Barbara?
He's worried about our mom, about what will happen to her.
Should he be worried?
He needs to focus on his own safety right now.
What could happen to her?
Sometimes parents are held responsible for their children's sins. But our mom is so devout, she'll probably be fine.
Are there options for helping her?
He can't convince her to leave. No one could. I'm more worried of what she did to him.
Lev! Lev! I'm sorry! Lev, come on out!
Oh, this place is so nice. Moon jellies of Glow Cave. There's like a ship, and there's like a squid. The encephalopod. Tubes. This person I mentioned before who had the line about the buffet, which is also a line from The Simpsons, repurposed for their usage. They were like an ex-practicing Buddhist.
Lev! 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 Please come here!
This gear being worn here, it's a scuba tank. I see. Shipwreck Cove. Wow. There's
Lev!
a song. It's about that.
Lev!
You know,
Sharks.
he loves sharks.
Loves sharks but hates the ocean,
He really opened up to you.
huh? We bonded over her. Shared a fear of dying.
He said you were brave.
He's a liar.
I don't know how to thank you.
You don't need to. I did it for me.
Wow. Abby is kind of like an interesting case, right? Because it's easy to make an excuse for like a Seraphite to do good. But for someone like Abby, who also emerges as like goodness, it is like that song, The Mystery of Love. Sharks, the ocean's best defense. A decline in the shark population has had a negative impact on the health of the whole ocean. Can you guess why that is? Oh. Is it because of overpopulating? That seems like the obvious answer. Healthy reef system. Apex predators like sharks eat mid-tier predators which prey on herbivores. The herbivores of a reef eat the algae off of the coral, which keeps the whole reef clean and thriving. I see. The herbivores are important, but there's actually a level of predator that eats the herbivores, and if they eat all the herbivores, the algae will lose their symbiotic relationship with the herbivores. The apex predator is... I see what happened here. It's the classic eat the mosquito, and then the mosquito gets eaten by the frog. Something eats the frog, and then let's see, what would eat the frog? Maybe like a raccoon. Something would eat the raccoon. Maybe like an eagle. Something eats the eagle. Maybe like an alligator. The alligator will get eaten maybe by like invading species like a python. However, I've seen the alligator kill pythons and eat them also. So, it is not for sure. You think that eventually there would be even something bigger to kind of curb the shark / alligator? Maybe not in this case, right? Because humans are doing new stuff and shifting entire ecosystems. Healthy reef. I've heard this argument before, termed to human populations. I think it has to do with like Saddam Hussein. Like ISIS before was like a... Oh my gosh. Joker, if you're in the chat, I'm not like I'm not like hating here, but it's like oh, alright, no buts, but like Saddam Hussein previous was the apex predator, and then once he got killed, it unleashed, and it was a power grab for all the mid-tier predators. Humans, they kind of take on the form of like a natural ecosystem also, or at least stuff can be drawn from it. Oh, that makes me wonder. Those people on Shark Tank who are like billionaires, are they like sharks? Dying reef system. When the apex predators are gone, those mid-tier predators can thrive. When left unchecked, they will eat all of the herbivores. This causes a trickle-down effect where algae is now not being consumed fast enough. Algae blooms spread over the coral, choking it out, creating an inhospitable environment. Ah, a dying reef system. This is a trickle-down effect. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure these work, right? People have been doing trickle-down economics, but... the people at the bottom, the 99%, they're killing each other. What would be the trickle-up economics of this situation? Let's see. The trickle-up economics is the base system, right? Algae gets eaten by the herbivores. Herbivores get eaten by the mid-tier predators, and the sharks eat the fish. The trickle-up economics in this case is the unspoken standard.
hear that?
Lev!
Sharks are one of the most important links in our ocean's food chain. Find out how you can help them in our Shark Experience exhibit and thank them for all that they do. At the same time, though, sharks get a lot of attention because they're cool and they're like prominent, but they're like tyrants, right? It's like at one point, everyone was probably not into sharks, right? And then there was one person who was really edgy. And then they were like, sharks, sharks. And then this popularized sharks. And then sharks became the mainstream. So maybe in the future, another wave of edginess would actually jump the fence again and create like greener grass. You know how the grass is greener on the other side? Greener grass. So good. Metaphorically speaking, there's stuff like cereal, like modern foods. They're pretty green in that sense. Shark.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. She just wants to play.
It is Alice.
What you got there? She won't hurt you. Okay, watch.
I'm gonna throw it over here. It's the polite thing to do, rather than throwing it close to Yara.
Go get it, go.
I think she wants you to throw it again.
Okay, one more time. You're so fast.
Wow.
Try?
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
So sweet.
She's not going to bite, right? No, I promise.
Whoa, there's some megalodon teeth over there. Maybe.
Can I do it again? I think she would love that.
Whoa, that was a nice throw. There was an arc in physics. Let me show you how it's done, though. Let's see.
We should keep looking for him.
Ah, nice little toy there. Oh my gosh. The dregs of dog life. Some humans get turned into dogs. My ex-boss was one. I'm trying to like step over this one. Step through the teeth. Ah, I knew it. I think there's a picture somewhere of me standing inside the mouth of a megalodon. Or like the teeth of one. Whoa. Megalodon. 60 feet. Great white shark. I got some intel on the great white shark, but I am keeping that for now. I think it was Chinese sponsored. Jason Statham, he seems to have a good relationship with like Chinese people. I think it's because he does martial arts. And he is friends with Jet Li or something. Or like, yeah, friendly at least.
She saw him like this, she'd strangle him with her bare hands.
Oh, the mom.
How much did he tell you?
Not much. I heard some of your people calling him Lily.
For a long time, I didn't understand why he was questioning the laws.
Liv is transgender? Oh.
When he explained to me how I felt inside, I told him he had to keep it to himself.
I saw a male the whole time. I have good eyes for that though.
Snap out of it. He seemed fine for a while. Then he shaved his head. Like one of the men. It was suicide.
Is that when you ran?
First I screamed at him. I hit him. I was so stupid.
I have an idea. When we find something to remember.
Sunken treasures.
Come on.
You know, Liv was talking about, illuminating with the positives and the good. And one good thing about them getting booted from that that occult is that they're able to attain more freedom. The two of them.
He got assigned his role in the community. He wanted to be a soldier like me, but they decided he was to be a wife to one of the elders. It's tradition.
Poor kid.
Rough. Damn, that sucks. Liv wants to fit in so bad with that society, even though that society is messed up. Being transgender in that case and like getting booted from that society is a good thing. Ooh. Oh yes. I am rejuvenated. I'm gonna pee and grab some more water. BRB. Alright. I have returned. And yes, I have good eyes for this. Whew. Sea lion spectacular. Whoa. Giant octopus? Oh, calamari. Ah, damn. They got rid of the calamari at Costco. It was really a good price for a while. It was one of the things that didn't get hit by inflation. But, oh, they got rid of it.
Where is Santa Barbara?
It's in California.
Where's California?
Okay, so look,
California love.
this is Santa Barbara.
And our island?
It's too small to see, but it would be up here.
So far.
Yeah.
Good.
Whoa. We're going to Santa Barbara. It's like in Red Dead Redemption 2. Dreams of Tahiti. Ah, maybe we shall make it. Alright, let's see. I guess we drop down? Maybe we could take the stairs. The stairs are blocked off. The octopus. Yes. I heard the octopus is incredibly smart. I once saw an octopus escape from like a fish tank. And it like opened up the fish tank.
There's gotta be something left around here.
What does this say? Let's see. Swim, swim. Ah. It's good because the smiley face on the whale. Ah, I was wondering actually. You know how whales and dolphins have blowholes and they have to come up for like air so often? It kind of sucks, right? Fish do not have to do that. You think like land animals evolved from dolphins and whales? And they're kind of like a transitional period? Or, I was thinking before, they might have actually been cursed at one point. They were like a land animal, but then like they kind of got to live in the liminal state between the surface and the bottom. Liminality, it's there's a lot of good that can be found in it. One particular case recently, I found like a relic or two in like a liminal state. And I was watching a TED Talk on it recently. Drops of Jupiter was written by Train in a liminal state of grief. But there's a lot of danger potentially that could be also found.
We can do better than these shirts.
Oh, danger like that bigot that I ran into yesterday on PlayStation Network. Oh my gosh. These people on the internet, right? I think in psychology they call it the Lucifer effect. It's related to it. They are on the internet, they feel like more anonymous, or they feel there's less backlash so they freely attack people. At the same time, though, right? It might just be that they become more themselves. In this case, though, I put that one down. Oh, whoa. If we're picking out outfits, I want this one, to be honest, Abby. I know it's not your style. Wait a second. I'm not sure about the seal, though. It is cute, though. Oh, my gosh. Or that one. Oh, yes. This is so informative for me. Oh, yeah. Wait. Is that supposed to be abstract art? Or is that just, like, dirtiness? Is that just dirtiness that, like, kind of got layered on there after a while? It might be art. You know what? I kind of like this one. Abby. Wait, but the bottom. The bottom is, like, particularly stained. It almost looks like pee stains after a long time. I like the design. Wait, but this one has more than pee stains. Oh my gosh. This stain is arguably worse than that stain, right? But this stain is so much that it does not even really register as a stain or like a dirty mark anymore. That one, which is like a little bit, it's like a stain. But then when held in juxtaposition, you can realize that this one over here, it might be a little mossy. Or like more than a little mossy. I like the aesthetic though. This one in the middle, it's a shark. However, Abby might be right. Maybe we could get some clean clothing. Oh, I want to wear a dress. In this moment, and like, you know, probably in all moments, or in general. Dresses are so hard. I'm doing a lot of learning though. Cisgender female, they have decades to figure this stuff out. However, I am a goddess.
This is cute.
I'm not sure this is cute, actually. It looks kind of creepy. Oh, nice snow globe effect, though. Ah. Oh, but like, I'm wearing this tunic. I really like it. It has like a cowl at the top. Oh, I'm all about that cowl. Except, I'm not sure. Oh, Simon Cowell. That's what his name means? It's a look. I was reading it when you Google it or you search it on Bing or something. Apparently it's like spiritual wear, right? It's not actually spiritual wear. I think a lot of like warriors wore this kind of stuff too. My family, they're descended from like warriors. Warrior! But in this case, they're more like the Straw Hat Pirates type of warrior. And the ones from Pirates of the Caribbean. Alright. Oh my gosh. Fuck. After watching that Justin Long movie Tusk, I have not been able to see walruses in the same light. That movie, for people who like scary movies, that movie's your shtick. That is like one of those movies that is beyond in a scary way. Also,
See anything worthwhile?
it was trademarked as a comedy.
Keep looking.
Oh, I see. I think that movie Get Out also, right? By Jordan Peele. And Us. Except those are also comedy. I see. Somehow, these horror writers, or somehow these comedy writers, they take elements of horror and they take elements of comedy, and they somehow ascend beyond like the typical range of those genres. A lot of the time, though, the horror, it like overrides the comedy. Huh, maybe not. Maybe this bird wants a different mouth. You could almost like put your face in there and drink out of it. Oh. Then again, I guess it does get kind of germy, but that's what people do, right? When they kiss each other. Ah, yes. The sweetness overrides the germ factor. Sweetness in this case. I've been saying sweet a lot, but it's like it's a grander term. Long range. In this case, describing multiple factors. Not just the sweet touch or the sweet taste. Those dresses from before, they were kind of nice. They had asymmetrical bottoms, I think. It's not often you can find something like that. So cool, right? Oh, wow. They kind of look like shells also. Like one you might find like an oyster in. I bought a shirt recently. It has like an asymmetrical bottom, but it's kind of like see-through, and it's like, oh my gosh. In the picture it wasn't see-through. Ah. Maybe I should look for like an asymmetrical dress. Maybe not yet. In the future, maybe. I'm on a budget, and I might actually. It might be realistic for me to actually supplant that budget. Which is fine. These things happen. Like in a video game experience. Survival over savings and the visions and dreams and plans. Surviving isn't living. Surviving is living. It harkens back to Days Gone. Whoa, this is such a cool shark. Maybe we should give this to Liv. Oh, Liv.
What about this? It's perfect. Mel's wrong. No.
They have a seal on their shirt.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
Abby, will you stop stealing my stuff, please?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you owned everything in the aquarium.
Yeah, well, my aquarium, my stuff. I'm just kidding. Take care of everyone. You can.
Have you seen Lev?
Yeah. He's down the hall. Can I talk to you?
I'll catch up.
I see. That's why the sex was so controversial.
I suck with kids.
Yeah.
They really like you, though. So, come to Santa Barbara, right?
I can't. You know why.
We can figure this out.
It's too late.
No, it isn't. I know. It's a fucking mess. I know. But we can choose to be happy. We're allowed to be happy.
We are allowed to be happy. Wow. Impactful.
Lev! Get back here! Lev!
He ran off.
He's going after her.
After who?
His mom. She's gonna kill him, Abby. Is the boat ready?
Not yet.
How much time do we need?
A few hours.
We'll head him up. We'll grab a boat from the marine. Hey, she just had surgery. I'm fine. How else am I gonna find her?
I'll go with you.
Owen?
They're heading to fucking Highland.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna let her go by herself.
Actually, you are.
I can help.
Yeah, by staying here and fixing this fucking sailboat. Be a prayer straight. Yarn, let's go.
Oh my gosh. Liv's mom is a zealot? And we have to save Liv from his mother? The good thing about transgender people is that you know which gender they are.
There's an arena. How you doing? I'm good. Okay.
Or like, more for sure now.
Wolves use this place? We dock some of our boats there. Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna pause here. And I might start up the broadcast later today. But I was also thinking I might start it up tomorrow. My head, it's hurting, I'm beginning to. So, it's good to get some rest. Bye.